Hello everyone, I'm Dennis Cometti. Tonight we're waiting for the siren now.
You must first find your own limits, and then you've got to have the courage to blow past them.
He gets a kick out of the pack. Darling with the mark. Darling. The ball is slammed towards goal by the crowd. Point the difference. That's one area of his game that does need improvement. Simply outplayed the opposition there. He's kicking on about 45 degrees from here, and the mark will be paid. Cripps just gauging which way that wind is blowing, 40 metres out. Cripps aiming for the goals. Cripps slots the goal, gets his first, just when they needed it most. The first goal going to West Coast. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Roughhead with the first touch. Hand passes, interception. Kicks it. Steady hands there as he holds that one.
The dominance we're seeing from the Eagles at the moment has come mostly from their running goals. They just haven't been able to get up to the contests and take a mark inside forward 50.
Ball up in the centre square. Roughhead got a fist on it. Gathered by Darling, and he's heading for home. He soccers it. Johannesson was hit with such force that he couldn't hold on to the footy. That play was as high-tech as a campfire. A mark by Dalhouse. Low spearing kick. Stringer gets the mark without contest.
The Bulldogs just can't seem to retain possession of the footy. They're getting outmarked all over the ground, and as a result finding themselves losing the contest. Darling running in, about to kick.
Darling scores with a beautiful kick. That's his first. The Western Bulldogs is risking falling too far behind way too early. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Roughhead nicely outclassing that Nui. He boots it from the pack. A mark by Darling. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. Kennedy enjoying a height advantage. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more. A good start to the game for West Coast.
Kennedy has such a sweet kick on his wrong side that you can't tell it's his non-preferred boot.
Clean tap by Roughhead. Out of nowhere, the ball shoots out of the pack. Nicely intercepted by McGovern. Gets boot to high. Darling with the mark.
Darling has so much potential, he could just be anything. He gets boot to the ball. Cripps takes the mark. Concentrating hard as he lines up the goal. Cripps goes for goal. The ball's travelling, misses forward behind. The Eagles are in front.
It's not the score he was looking for. Murphy gets his fist to it and stops the mark attempt by Mitchell. Curtis is able to squeeze a kick through the pack. The ball heads out of bounds. The ruckmen battle it out. Roughhead directs it down. Dalhouse made the awkward bounce look easy. He's got great hands. He's got the head down as he charges home for goal. West Coast by 26.
Cripps can read the play really well. I think he's definitely on his way to becoming one of the best in the league.
Hit by Roughhead. Dalhouse gets the ball. Cordy with the football. A lot of possessions for him. The ball is slammed towards goal by Dalhouse. The Bulldogs trails by 25. It's not the score he was looking for. McGovern catches it.
McGovern got a really good footballing brain. He slams that on the boot. He wins the contested mark. Sending it on its way. Darling wins the contested ball.
Dowling slams one on the boot for goal. Nice contested mark by Kennedy. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. Famous last words, I know, but this is a goal he shouldn't miss. West Coast in front. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Roughhead with the tap. McGovern controls. Gets the ball out of heavy traffic. Almost a touch of synchronised swimming about that mark. Minus the peg. Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger, so they tell me. Leclerc going for number 1. It's been intercepted by the opposition. Chalk up a goal for West Coast. West Coast with a handy break, leading the Western Bulldogs 38-1.
Cripps on his wrong foot isn't his preferred option, but he's still competent enough off that foot.
McGovern kicking the ball free of the pack. He has clearly been shopping at Clangers or Us. Takes control of the bouncing ball. Handballs to the running man. Dowling puts it on the boot. Almost a touch of synchronised swimming about that mark. Minus the peg. Marston hammers the ball for goal. Nat Nui there to mop it up. Going for goal number 1. He kicks it gun barrel straight. He sinks his first goal. West Coast by 43. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. Umpire bounces the ball.
Roughhead has so much potential, he could just be anything. Roughhead has the football. Let's hope he's got his kicking boot on. Score for the Western Bulldogs.
Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Tapped by Roughhead. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. Marked by Dowling. A chance to add one more to his tally. Takes it well. He steadies now in front of goal. 25 metres out. Couldn't ask for much better than this. It's an easy shot here. Kennedy did well then. 3 of the best. He's putting on a clinic. The Eagles leads by 43. All is in readiness. There's the bounce. Roughhead hits it. The bouncing ball is...
Many options to kick into. It's resulted in far too many pack contests. They need to start running for each other and create him some space out there. He slams that on the boot.
Dowling feeling the pressure, gets the quick kick away. Goes wide forward behind. West Coast leads by 44. That's one area of his game that does need improvement. Time to take a look at the stats.
Kicking is one of the most essential skills in football, and West Coast have put 39 on the board, which should place them in a good position at this stage of the game if they can keep that up. The Eagles showing their superiority.
A quick break and we're back at it.
If you aren't going all the way, why go at all?
Clean tap by Roughhead. The loose ball scooped up. Chips it down towards half forward. A mark by Cripps. Looking for another goal here. Great mark over the pad. Kennedy getting into position for the kick. 20 metres from home. Famous last words, I know, but this is a goal he shouldn't miss. The Eagles leads by 50.
Kennedy often has to shoot with very little time and space. He just has that innate sense of knowing where the goals are, even when he's being tackled.
Roughhead is a class above. I expect he'll continue to dominate that Nui. Takes control of the bouncing ball. Dowling with the interception. Going for goal number 2. Dowling just gets it through. That's 2 now. He's playing well. West Coast have scored the last 3 goals. West Coast lead the Western Bulldogs. There's the bounce. Tapped by Roughhead. Sends the Sharon on its way. Casanova would have been jealous of that pickup. There's no one there to defend it. He kicks it gun barrel straight. West Coast have scored the last 4 goals. West Coast by 62. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Nat Nui looked about as coordinated as Disney's Goofy. Cordy making his way in. Let's hope he's compensated for the wind. He takes control of the loose ball, picks up his first possession. Advantage, says the umpire. Almost a touch of synchronised swimming about that mark, minus the peg.
The Eagles are doing a really good job at finding the free man inside 50. I suspect that's why they're leading the match.
Roughhead puts it on the boot. Dalhouse grabs that one. Nice drop punt. Jetta claims the ball. Kicks it. The ball bounced to the advantage of the opposition. Casanova would have been jealous of that pickup. Gets a handball away towards the man on the run. Boots it. Has he? Yes, he's paid it.
Smith boots it long. He marks the ball.
Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. Boyd launches one towards goal. It's gone through for a magnificent behind. A wasted opportunity. The behind at this stage will do little to improve their position. Disappointing kick there.
The Eagles have been so precise with their disposal and with their delivery their forwards have been receiving. It's no wonder the Western Bulldogs are starting to fall behind. Mitchell kicks it. Nat Nui with the ball.
A long way out. Gets boot to high. Caught with the ball. The umpire says play on. Almost a touch of synchronised swimming about that mark. Minus the peg. Jams it on the boot. Curtis presents and takes the mark. He gives the ball a mighty roost. Lecrac was surrounded. He needed to mark it, and he did. Boots it. Solid catch. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. 30 metres from home. A set shot on a 30-degree angle. A goal for West Coast. Dowling increases the lead. West Coast beginning to apply their supremacy on the scoreboard with a lead of 75 to 8.
The Eagles has an abundance of quality mids and small forwards, and they are just running rings around the Western Bulldogs. They aren't worried about playing on because they know they're probably going to get better shots at goal on the run.
Roberts sends the ball on its way. Hill enjoying a height advantage. Not a pretty drop punt, but it gets away okay. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it like it is. This guy is the most reliable kick for goal on the side. 25 metres out. Kennedy slots the goal. Number 6. The fans are certainly getting their money's worth. This kick has extended their lead. The ruckman conscious of where their teammates are. They wait for the bounce. Roughhead thumps it forward. Mitchell on the ball at the moment. He's able to thread a needle and that kick comes out of the pack. What do you think, Richo? Can he make this one?
He should kick this.
Having a big day going for goal number 4. The Eagles leads by 79. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. Bounce goes the ball.
The Western Bulldogs midfielders are well and truly on top in this match. They're winning everything at the stoppages. You have to wonder what the rest of their team are doing. This midfield can't keep carrying the team all game. Johannesson with the kick. He marks the ball.
He gives it a punishing kick. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Gets boot to high. Dowling with the catch. Kicks it. Johannesson, the better man there.
Johannesson has no problems mopping up the loose ball. Mistakes are rare for him. He kicks the ball. Gaff gets the upper hand. He boots it.
And he's heading for home. Lecrac puts it on the boot. Not long before this siren blows. Thrown in majestically. Roughhead directs it down. There's players everywhere, but somehow he manages to send out the handball. Dowling has his head down now. Can you count that as a moral victory? West Coast lead the Western Bulldogs 88-8. He'll be disappointed with that effort. He'll look for a quick option here. A pinpoint pass is the key. And that's the half. West Coast 88 to the Bulldogs 8. Stay tuned for the halftime show. What? There's no halftime show. Seriously. Let's check out the stats.
The Bulldogs have a score that reflects their stats. Not good.
You always have that unique perspective on things, Richo. It's halftime, which means everyone gets a break, even me. Finally, the third term begins.
It will be interesting to see what changes, if any, the coaches make for the second half of the match.
Lecrac alone for the uncontested mark. Perspiring like a pudding in a pot as he lines this shot up. A pretty safe bet from this position. Dowling gains possession. He seems to have the ball on a string, Richo.
You're right, Dennis. I've just about run out of things to say about his performance. I'm just going to watch and enjoy this display.
That's one area of his game that does need improvement. Mitchell up. Probing kick inside the 50. Solid catch. Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision is generally less disastrous than indecision. Kennedy prays to the gods of football. The Eagles have scored the last 8 goals. The Eagles leads by 87.
The Eagles are just really comfortable kicking for goal on the run because it's just an extension of their normal field kicking and they have absolutely no issues there.
Kick by Prittis. Marked by Johannesson. That had some power behind it. Great mark under pressure. Mitchell sends the ball on its way. The spilled ball is collected. He brings it out of the pack. Dowling slams the ball onto his boot, trying to get it away as quickly as possible. West Coast get a goal. The Eagles have scored the last 9 goals. The Eagles with the ascendancy over the Western Bulldogs, leading the match 101-8. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Definitely palmed to advantage. McGovern picks up the bouncing ball. Marked by Lecrac. Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision is generally less disastrous than indecision. A risky proposition from here. You'll need a big kick to make the goals. 15 metres out. Kennedy going for number 8. That's 10 in a row for the Eagles. The Eagles by 99.
West Coast are just really comfortable kicking for goal on the run because it's just an extension of their normal field kicking and they have absolutely no issues there.
He has clearly been shopping at Clangers or Us. Gathers the ball. Goes up the line. A good mark under the circumstances. Keeps it close to the ground. Has he? Yes, he's paid it.
Roughhead just has endless possibilities. I'm really excited to watch this kid grow. The mark will be paid. Darling taking aim. He boots it. Cripps gets the catch. He lines it up with the goal.
Cripps with the shot. Nice work from Cripps. West Coast with the ascendancy over the Western Bulldogs, leading the match 113-8. Here's the bounce. Guided down nicely by Roughhead. Gets boot to high. Dowling has a great set of hands. Fantastic mark. Kicks. Picture perfect drop punt. The mark is taken by Mitchell.
Mitchell's just got a strong pair of hands when it comes to marking. Cripps marks it. He lines it up with the goal. Cripps with the shot. Cripps has got it. West Coast lead.
All is in readiness. A dead straight bounce. Tapped by Roughhead. He's got the football now. The ball's come out of the pack like a chocolate bar from a slot machine. That play is as high-tech as a campfire. Nice work from that Nui. Here's a long kick. Darling from behind. Now do you think he can kick this one, Richard?
I don't know if he'll make the distance here, Dennis.
Gathers the ball. Hill with the mark. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. Hill thumps the ball for goal. He'd like that one again. It was a shocker off the boot. Good drop punt by Johannesson. Strong mark. Hill with a chance if he keeps a cool head. He gives the ball a mighty roost. A mark by Morris. Kicks it. Steady hands there as he holds that one. He kicks it long. Good mark by Morris.
It's just a real slippery customer if you give him any space. He's been told to play on. He kicks the ball. It's a mark.
Hill slams it on the boot. Lecrac enjoying a height advantage. Takes his time as he lines up for goal. It's okay to have butterflies. Just get them in flying formation. 40 metres from home. Darling looking for another goal here. He's got the football now. Jams it on the boot. Steady hands there as he holds that one.
When you look at the set shots at goal, there just aren't enough scoring opportunities being created. Get the ball inside 50 and give your forwards a chance to mark. But the Bulldogs' forwards are dangerous anywhere inside 50. They just need to be given a shot. Perfect kick. West Coast lead.
Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Roughhead got a fist on it. Gains possession. Takes possession. Don't know how he managed to get that out of the pack. Cordy runs in. Desperate for a goal now. Simply outplayed the opposition there. Schofield with a perfect drop punt. A good mark under the circumstances.
McGovern has no problems mopping up the loose ball. Mistakes are rare for him. Good mark. Mitchell boots it.
Kennedy marks 45 metres out. An ideal position to be kicking from. The Eagles get the scoreboard ticking over with that goal. Kennedy only one away from a perfect 10. That was an interesting term right there. Your thoughts, Richo?
They have been pretty wasteful in this match, and if they lose, they will look back and rue the missed opportunities.
The third quarter ends with some high scoring on the board. Anything stands out there, Richo, with the stats?
West Coast with a massive one. Great tackle, gave her no chance. 4.
After the break, the players should be eager to get started and finish the game with a win for their side.
Never give up. Failure and rejection are only the first step to succeeding.
65 metres out. You'd back in from this position. Darling looking for another goal here. They can't seem to maintain possession. They simply handed it over. West Coast are in control of this game. It's not the score he was looking for. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Kick by Picken. Solid catch.
Darling has got some sure hands. He doesn't often fumble the loose ball. Cripps wins the contested ball. He lines it up with the goal. Cripps takes a shot. It's going. Cripps puts it through. The Eagles have the advantage on the scoreboard over the Western Bulldogs.
The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Nat Nui timing terrible. He's leaving his messages before the beat. Nice contested mark by Darling. This will certainly test him from this distance. The contest, no match for him. He steadies now in front of goal. Lecrae going for number 1. The Eagles get the scoreboard ticking over with that goal. Lecrae extends the lead from that kick.
The Eagles has an abundance of quality mids and small forwards, and they are just running rings around the Bulldogs. They aren't worried about playing on because they know they're probably going to get better shots at goal on the run.
He misses the mark. Lecrae shrugs off the tackle as if he's built like a bicycle shed. Score for West Coast. Lecrae making the lead bigger. That could be the final nail in the coffin. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. The ball is bounced. Batted down nicely by Roughhead. Jetta controls. He brings it out of the pack. Caught. Cripps setting his sights on the goals. This will certainly test him from this distance. Cripps takes aim for goals. He picks up the loose ball. He's rammed that one into the woodwork. That could be the final nail in the coffin. Disappointing kick there. Morris has a fair kick on him. I expect him to roost this down the middle. And the mark will be paid.
When the forwards are marking the ball so cleanly inside 50 like they are now, it must give West Coast a lot of confidence, especially when the pressure is on. He doesn't want to take too long lining this shot up. Lecrae goes for goal. Goal for the Eagles.
Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Roughhead directs it down. He's got the footy in his hands. It's impossible to outplay an opponent you can't outthink. Think about that. Opportunity now for Nat Nui. Puts boot to ball. They can't seem to maintain possession. They simply handed it over. If this game were being played on water, West Coast would be walking on it. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Roughhead gets the tap. McGovern controls it. Slams it on the boot. Darling takes it well. Darling shoots for goal. Nice mark under pressure. Kennedy setting his sights on the goals. Let's hope the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. A pretty safe bet from this position. West Coast are nailing the coffin shut. The ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. The umpire has bounced the ball, claimed by Roughhead, controlled by McGovern, marked by Darling. The ball is thumped towards goal by Darling. Kennedy with the mark. Would you back him in from here, Richo?
Should kick this 9 times out of 10, but you never can be sure.
A pretty safe bet from this position. West Coast are in control of this game. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Roughhead with the mighty fist. His foot finds the ball and brings it out of the pack. Darling with a chance if he keeps a cool head. Darling with the shot. Scoops up the ball. Look at that. He's put it through. Goal number 5 for Darling. It looks like the Eagles have this one in the bag. All is in readiness. The bounce. Nat Nui totally outclassed in that contest. McGovern gets it out of the crowd. Takes it well. Darling lines it up. He spears the ball. Solid catch. He has to play on now. Bicken has gone missing, Richo.
Yeah, he's had a really indifferent game out there.
Not many touches of the ball for him. Kicked at goal by Kennedy. Out of bounds near the goal. Choose to kick it. Gaff with the mark. He gets above the crowd. Word is this guy is the most reliable kick for goal in the side. 35 metres out. Not the easiest of angles, this one. He's taking the shot from about 30 degrees. West Coast are nailing the coffin shut.
The Eagles are just really comfortable kicking for goal on the run because it's just an extension of their normal field kicking, and they have absolutely no issues there.
Darling catches it. Takes his time as he lines up for goal. It's okay to have 3 metres out. Kennedy whacks one on the boot for goal. That could be the final nail in the coffin. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. The bounce straight down. Big leap. Takes control of the bouncing ball. He boots it from the pack. A mark by Johannesson. Sends the Sharon on its way. He wins the contest. Marston setting his sights on the goals. 65 metres out. Going for goal number 1. Kennedy takes it well. Word is this guy is the most reliable kick for goal on the side. 15 metres out. Kennedy launches one towards goal. That could be the final nail in the coffin. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Big thump from Roughhead. Goes for distance. Simply outplayed the opposition there. Richo, you followed his career for a while. Can he kick this?
He's a fair way out, Dennis. It'll test him.
50 metres out. It looks like the Eagles have this one in the bag. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce.
Well, the Western Bulldogs have been dominant in the ruck. They haven't been able to give their receivers first use of the ball, and that's why they're losing this match. Great hands, Darling, lining up with the goals. The mark will be paid.
Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. 40 metres from home. 20 metres out. He's having a ball, if you'll excuse the pun. Not the most exciting match, no real competition between the teams. Disappointing. Richo, did you enjoy the matchup between the Eagles and the Bulldogs?
It was all over early in the match.
The final score of this match is West Coast 2-11, Western Bulldogs 8. Well, Richo, it's been a fun match. We've enjoyed that one.
Well, thanks for having me. That's all we have time for. We'll see you next time.
The ruckmen, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce.